Simon, double gold medalist at the World Championships and then at the Olympics last year. Absolutely amazing. What have you been doing since then?
Well, not a great deal really. I've just been training and been at home. He's been on a break, so he hasn't actually had a huge amount. He didn't pick up work until January this year really, so nice quiet time for him.
And what about building up to the European Championships? What type of work are you going to be doing in the next little while?
Well, he's actually a very straightforward horse. I mean, the reality of it is I can't teach him anything now, not at this stage of the game. So, thank you, Rock. He will be just kept fit. He's not the type of horse to go in the school every day, so he's been doing a lot of hacking and just general fitness for him.
Now, your background was actually a bit unusual in that you started as an able-bodied show jumper and then became a dressage rider once you had MS.
Yeah.
So how did the show jumping background help you with what you're doing now?
I don't know that it particularly. The only thing it did really give me was my old instructor from back home in Jersey was taught me competitiveness, if you like. So I am unfortunately ferociously competitive. Whether that's a good thing, I'm not sure. But so it did teach me that, and I think coming to it with kind of the basics of riding isn't a slight advantage.
It's all general horsemanship, though, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've worked within the industry for 25, 30 years, so.
And you were working with Gemma Green as her groom for a while, so that presumably was what whetted your interest in dressage per se?
Well, I guess so. I mean, that's where I kind of got a bit more interested in it. I mean, I've always quite liked it, but as a child it was only the fact that I just wanted to gallop through the woods on my pony and jump over banks and things, so dressage wasn't a desperately big focus for me back then, but I've learned to appreciate it a lot more and realise how much work goes into it.
The last year or so has been a bit of a roller coaster for you, hasn't it? Because the Olympics on the one hand was great, but I know it's been difficult. Your partner was diagnosed with...
Oh no, he was actually diagnosed with Parkinson's 6 months after I was diagnosed with MS. The problem was he got made redundant just a month before we went to the Games, and he was really, apart from the money that I get from World Class, he was the main input into keeping the horses going, so things have had to change dramatically. Goodness.
What for you is the single most difficult thing coping with disability and riding? Because I mean the whole horse thing is just so physical. What's your biggest challenge?
My biggest challenge? Well, I guess that I'm actually extremely lucky. I have got the most incredible team behind me. My trainer is outstanding, that's my opinion. And her and her partner have they just keep me going the whole time. But it's keeping fitness is really the biggest struggle for me. Because I never know how I'm going to be from day to day, so it's keeping the momentum going and not trying to look on the negative side of it, because there are days where I quite frankly just don't want to get out of bed, but you have to, and that's the end of it.
So tell me about him.
He's a 13-year-old Oldenburg by Rubinstein. I've had him for 4 years. And he's the only man in my life, really.
The constant.
The constant one. The reliable one.
The unconditional loving one.
Absolutely. The one that doesn't give me any answers back.
We like that.
We do like that.
So, and does he have any weaknesses, or is he a good all-round?
Oh, he's just like Mr. Good old reliable. He's that really comfortable pair of Jimmy Choos that you put on. He's those.
Well, he looks a grand lad.
He's a very special chap.
Lucky you.
your transitions you can work on that they go more smooth. Yeah? So, yeah, so maybe because the horse is a bit tense today, but we like to see it more smooth going into it and going out of it. So when you come back, so that it's not like that, but that it's more elegant, more nicely. Yeah. How do you say it in English? Yeah. Yeah.
Geschmeidig in German.
Yeah.
Softer.
Yeah. Yeah. And also your connection. Some parts are very nice, and then suddenly it's all a bit tense and it comes a bit tight in the back, and then also a little bit short in the neck.